Truman International, Field Marshal, no partial. You don't know we are 5-star general. You don't know Motivation Academy. Family. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in tune to the main event. The beat maker from Jamaica. Stevie Culture. Well, I got what it takes to rock the place. Well, Stevie Culture in the place, you turn up the place. People rocking all night with smile on their face, on face, on face. You know what? Because we got the beat to make you rock, and we got the drum sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Because we got the beat to make you rock, and we got the drum sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. And you know when the beat start bouncing, and then people start jumping, you hear the beat and you got to do something. Well, even the baby in the crib start bouncing. We're rocking the stadium, the bar and the club scene. I'm gonna drop the wickedest sound, making you know I am the best around town. Everywhere we go, we just tear it down. You wanna know why? Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the drum sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. This one is gonna take me to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. This one is gonna take me to the top. Hey, the lyrics of the songs I sing, I don't have to edit. If I got to do that, forget it. True man make this beat so he'll get all his credit. Go tell your own that Steve Culture said it. Making music is so easy. I'm a play my tracks for my friends and they all say, wow, you used to be sharp, but you're much sharper now. You wanna know how? Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never wanna stop. The one you're gonna take you to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Yo, the people of the vibes and the beat and the energy. Everywhere we play, people always admire we. Buying up our CDs, coming to our party. Tell me how much you love our style and our energy. Everywhere in the world that Stevie Culture go, people want me to stay. They don't want me to go. Them screaming, shouting out for more, backing up the dance floor. Always need an encore, because I came to make you rock. I got the boom style to make it pop. And when I start, I never wanna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock, got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Yo, when the beat start bouncing, people start jumping. Hear the beat and you got to do something. Even the baby in the crib start bouncing. Rocking the stadium, the bar and the club sing. I'm gonna drop the wickedest sound. Make them know that we're the best around town. Everywhere we go, we just tear things down. Who tell them say, yo, 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 yo. Listen, we tougher than steel, tougher than rock. Concrete, tough, but we tougher than that. Tough to the core, tough to the mat. Not backing down, cause we don't take chat. Move out of the way when the train is on the track. Cause anytime we start, yo, we never gonna stop. We rock them from to set up to head top. Rasta said that you know. Because we got the beat to make you rock, and we got the drum sound to make it pop. When we start, we're not stop. We're gonna take you to the top.
Rock. The beat to make you rock. Got the beat to make you we got the groove. Dance out of them shoes. Wicked people get confused. Abused. Fuse. That's a Rasta man, you know you are gonna lose. Get confused when them see people dancing out of them shoes. Yeah, you hear the news? Hear the news, I'm back. Live and direct. Tubing in on this beautiful rainy day. Yeah, it's rainy today. But it's good. I love that. Great vibe. Great vibe. The truth is on your side. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. Not just well, but great. Let me shut off that screen so I can stop looking at it. There you go. Oh, now I can look at the camera. Yeah, the truth is on our side. For sure, the truth is on our side. It's a realization also, like the truth is on, for sure. We all have truth inside. Like, where do you want to find the truth? Out in the world? It is what it is. The grass is what it is. It's the objective observation of what is. So it is what it is. The truth. The ultimate truth on earth will come when we stop living the lie. When we stop living the lie and energizing that lie. But I don't think this will. I want to be optimistic, but I also am very, very realistic, and I see that happening. But it's going to take a lot of time. So it's probably going to take thousands of years. If you imagine an utopian society where everybody love each other and everybody, it's going to take time. Look, come on. Programming is so deep, and the ego is so huge. We're sailing on such a ego trip that it's going to take time to solve all the nonsense. But at least we're going forward in the right direction. Me, when I hear the truth being spoken, when I see people living the truth and stuff, and not energizing the nonsense, it gives me hope. For sure, it gives me hope. That's what we need. Oh, Godefroy, I am on overdrive. That's good. That's what we need, man. We just need to activate the drive. You activate the drives that we talked about, caring, sharing, communicating also. Communicating. So you activate all the drives, then you put that on overdrive. That's the best. That's the best, is to find your overdrive. Once you find me, I found it, obviously. Obviously, I found my overdrive, and I stick to it. I stick to it because I know this is what... First of all, I follow my heart here very, very much, because I follow the intuition to do certain action, for sure. If not, I wouldn't be here. I'm not a robot. I'm programmed for greatness now. That's definitely what's happening. Program for greatness, but you gotta put in the program and make sure the program stays there. So that by letting the truth surface more and more within me, eventually that's the only thing you'll see. You see it now. I'm true to myself very, very much, and true to the fire. It's being true to the fire within ourselves. We all have a huge fire. Don't tell me you're sitting there and you have no desire in your heart to live a better life, or to inspire others, or to help others, or sometimes it's there. It's just we can't find a way, the avenues to start spreading the love. But once you find it and you start spreading the love and this, the truth will come out for sure. And it's not something... yeah, I'll meet Mario. Good. Mario's a great man. Kelowna, go on your couch. Come on. Vas-y, ma belle. C'est ça, t'es une bonne fille, toi. T'es une bonne fille, cette petite Kelowna-là, je te jure, c'est de l'or en bas. Kelowna, come on. Go on your couch. Because I can't really leave her alone. I'm afraid I'm afraid. Not afraid, but I don't trust her too much. I think she's going to chew something, or I have to watch her. She's 6 months, so give her a chance a bit. I told you for a while I'm going to be puppy sitting too. Kelowna! C'est quoi tu fais, ma belle? Hey, petit trésor! You! Quoi tu fais? Ah, elle vient d'allumer. Elle vient d'allumer. Yeah, it's not an easy road for sure, too. Coming out with truth and coming out, living your truth and stuff in a world that's living a lie sometimes can be a bit hard, it's hard only on our mind, because it's not hard physically. It's just you find yourself in a world full of confusion, in the land of confusion. For sure, that was my case, but you realize you're confused too. For sure, you have to be aware of this, and then the truth will come out. The truth will come out naturally. It's not something I force here. I'm just, and it's not something I imagine to be the truth. To me, it's very simple. The truth, it's you, it's me, it's us living a righteous life and stop our evil ways and all that nonsense. To me, this is the ultimate truth. The ultimate truth is also that we're not here to suffer and live in hell. So the ultimate truth is this place is a beautiful paradise, but we tend to forget about this stuff. We tend to forget because the stress, the anxiety, and all the nonsense from Babylon come and invade our minds, and then we can become completely disconnected. Completely disconnected. So it's also a reconnection. Reconnect with yourself. Very important. If you want to see that truth come out eventually, you reconnect with yourself. Never mind the distraction. You need you. You need you in this time. You have one life to live. You're going to spend it in front of stuff to taint your mind, to be there, be present, be up and in with life, and that truth will come out no matter if you take certain action also, because I think the truth is something that comes with action. It's not something that comes with being passive with life. And then your ultimate truth will come out for sure. It's inside, it's on your side, so you don't have to be scared. And I'm not scared in any way of speaking of my heart on anything, any topics here, because first of all, I'm not talking about very complicated stuff. It's what it is. It's just sometimes we prefer fantasy. Then I think it's a lot that I think it has a lot to do with energizing a fantasy altogether also. But once you realize also that the truth is on your side, that's a self-realization. You're not here to energize a lie, but that's what you do by default. And we all have done it. I've done it too. I've done it for 40-something years, energizing the default state. It's just, that's a default state. So no matter who comes here in this world, even if they don't want to think, they don't want to do anything with their life and sit on their butt, what's going to happen is they're going to end up in the default state. And that's everyone. Not that you don't want to do nothing, but you stay within the illusion that you don't have that greatness within, and you don't. Even that is not something that I was telling myself. I'm not great. But it's just you don't do something to really, really like bring your thoughts, elevate your thoughts. That's what. When I say elevation, we're in need of an elevation, is we need to elevate our thoughts. It's a world of thoughts. Today I think different. My thoughts are a lot more positive, so it creates positivity and enlarges the circle of influence around me. And that's normal. The same will happen to you. The moment you start living from that fire that you have inside and not the lie, your circle of influence will enlarge, and stuff will come to you gradually as you take action. And you don't have to be worried and stuff. Just be wise. You got to be wise with the truth, because you can cause division too. Motivation changed my schedule. Now I wake up at 5 and start quietly cleaning my. That's it, man. That's it. Godfrey, it starts with the little thing you mask. Oh, what is that? Hold on. Ooh, we get an update here. Me le rappeler dans 4 heures. Reporter. My computer was going to shut down. Again, the laptop was going to shut down, but now I saved it. Yeah, it's you master the little stuff. You clean your room, clean your. Me, I made myself. I never complained when it's time to do dishes, when it's time to clean the house, to do the laundry. I do all that stuff, but I never complain about it, because I know it's about, if I can't master to do the dishes, to clean the floor, to mop the floor, or to clean the toilet bowl or the shower, or stuff that needs to be cleaned once in a while. Like, I don't know, me. I don't need an sterile environment, but I like a bit of cleanness some way somehow. Like, I'm not a pig. I don't live in a pig house, and I don't intend to. So, But yeah, that's it. It's a lot about mastering the little stuff. The focus on the little stuff first. Then the more you will master the little stuff, the more you will tempted to go after big stuff. And then you will put big goals in front of you and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's how you blow up at one point. And then the real truth will come out, not the lie. And I want to get rid of task in order to work out. I also say it to inspire. Yeah, no, that's good. You look, listen, we're doing this thing together. Motivation is both ways. It's bringing someone to do something because you know they want to do it. You know, that's motivation. And I benefit from that too, for sure. Like, it's both ways. I need to stay motivated. Come on, I'm full of pain, full of yesterday was a. But I tell myself, no, you gotta stay in, you gotta stay in. Don't let the pain destroy you or the little worries of life get to you. Everything is fine today. Everything will be fine next week. You know, everything will be fine tomorrow. That's what I tell myself all the time. I don't stress out too much with the stuff of life and worries, and it's unnecessary. It's because we worry a lot about the invisible stuff. You know, we worry a lot, we imagine stuff, and then most fear that we have is stuff that will never happen. You know, it's all in our minds. So we gotta do a cleanup in there. Get rid of the negative, the hate, the envy, the jealousy, all that nonsense, and really establish a pure vibe, a true vibe. And from that, the truth will come out. Come on, it's just inevitable. We all have that inside us. I'm not very special. I'm just a guy that thinks. I use my head to think. That's all it is. And I have some goals and desire to do something with my life. Not very complicated. But we all have that possibility to elevate our thoughts to another level and to open our hearts and to let the love flow. Just that is it's a cure for first aging. First aging, and aging, I'm not going to prevent from aging, but I don't have to get old inside. You know, it's because we get old on the outside and we get old on the inside, because that's the programming. I'm not getting old on the inside. No way. I'm getting younger by the day. Younger by the day, fresher by the day, newer by the day. I'm become more aware and awake every freaking breath I take. You know, this is the joy also of letting that truth surface day after day after day. Is you feel better with life. What's our concern here? Is it Babylon, or you feeling better with life? You having better feeling during the day. You getting rid of anxiety, of stress, of all the nonsense that holds you stuck in place. But that's it. It's to free yourself. You know, freeing ourselves. Freeing yourself is big, but it's possible if you start. You know, I'm not gonna taste the full personal freedom in one day, but I know one day we'll be there. I know one day I will experience it. I went to Place Versailles, buy the polo blue ananas printed. I don't want to be materialistic. Still funny. Clothes rocks. Yeah, for sure. Place Versailles. Yeah. I went there a while ago. It's been a while. I haven't been there. East Montreal East. It's a bit of traffic to get there. I pass there when I go to Trois-Rivières. When I go to Trois-Rivières, I pass in front, but probably the only time. So yeah. So anyway, what I was saying, the truth is on your side. Rise and shine. You know, yesterday we were talking also with PT. Great hangout with PT. I love those. PT is wonderful. Great man. Great insights. He has great insights. He reasons very, very. I love the way he reasons. You know, that's what I like about PT. He's very. And yesterday he brought some very, very good points about the sound and light and stuff. I didn't know too much where he was going to go with this, but as the talk went on, we figured it out where we were going with all this. And I think, the freaking ads, hein? C'est fatigué, ça? On va changer ça. Check bien ça. On va mettre we're gonna put the tiger. Here, les gros minous. Les gros minous. I prefer that. There's no ad on that one. And... Hold on. Yeah. So what I was saying, truth probably talking about, but it's not something so much we have to worry to talk about and defend. And the truth, I think, it's something you let loose, and people will catch the vibe. And once you catch that, because it's a vibe, you have to catch yourself. Like, it's not something I think we'll find in this world. Truth, you're gonna find lies and deception. That's what I found when I opened my eyes. And people living lies, and there's some that don't. There's some that don't, but very few. Probably the people you'll meet in a lifetime. But you gotta do with it also, because you gotta find balance. Me, I'm not into trashing people that don't live a truthful life. Like, it's not about that. It's about inspiring people. Even if you like, you don't tell people they live a lie and this and that. I come and tell you this here on YouTube, but it's not something it would not be a part of a. People don't like too much the truth. The truth is sometimes can be offending also, depending on the degree of lie that you live presently. Often goes with that. If you're and your layers of ego, the layers of ego, we can't forget. Sometimes you can't even talk to people. We can't even reason with them because the ego's too big. So there's a lot of things, but I'm not concerned so much about. Like, I come here to inspire you, maybe to let that truth surface, to be true to the fire within you. But I don't force you, and it's not my expectation that you do it, because it's something you do at your own pace, at your own rhythm, at your own. It comes when it comes. You might some people don't even never seek truth, never seek they never think in a lifetime. Yeah, that's what I realize, and that's okay. I mean, it's not. It's just because me, I ask more question maybe or something, but it's not. And everybody, it's just some people don't ask question. I don't know. It's because what brought me here is just questioning. It's inquiry. It's not because I've been hit by lightning and suddenly I had light in my head. It's not that. I started to question that, and my quest started by knowing what is Babylon, because I heard it in reggae song. Bob Marley said Babylon, Babylon. So I said, okay, I'm gonna research. I'm gonna see what comes out, and then wicked stuff came out for sure. I never. As I was doing my research and realizing that the state of confusion of this world, I was, woo. So at one point, I had no choice but to voice my voice, to lift my voice for truth, because I have enough to live it, live that lie and not be true to myself. I have that fire inside to create a magnificent life. Not gonna change the world, so I focus on the vibe I emit. I focus a lot on the vibe I emit, the vibe that's coming out of me. Like, this is very important for me, and this is what I want to preserve. So Babylon can kiss my ass, honestly. I get what you mean. We can't speak about basic stuff with the majority of people. We cross on our. No. That's it. You can't stuff. I come here talk about my deep stuff, and I go on YouTube, and I soul shift most of the time with other people, or I'm quiet because it's pointless. That's what I've realized. Even if you tell anyone, it doesn't mean that they're gonna do anything with what you tell them. So you have to have that desire, that will, that fire, that it's big. You cannot just tell something to someone. Hey, did you know you live a lie, and the world you live in is packed with lies and deception and the occult stuff. And so, come on. It doesn't mean that they're gonna, if their mind is programmed in a way to not accept the truth, because that's really what the programming does, is we live a lie instead of living true to the fire inside us. Me, when I talk about truth within you, it's that fire inside, what your heart is whispering to you. Like, I think my heart sometimes is whispering stuff to me. I don't concern myself with others along their journey too much. If they resonate with me at whatever level, I involve myself or not. That's it. I don't have to live by anyone's truth, by my own, but my own. Exactly. Exactly. That's why I say, even if you go tell whatever to people, that doesn't mean that's gonna be their perspective after. I stopped trying to overstand people when I realized we all see things from our own perspective. Okay, so from that day, I stopped to try to go out and tell people all kinds of stuff. I've done it, but it's not something I would focus on today because me myself, I have so much to change. Just me to become a better person, a better man, more loving, more kind, more less envy, jealousy, and all those bad vibes within me. Now I'll kill all the demons within and slay them so they don't come back anymore. Oh, just that is a big work for me. So constant focusing on others to change for them, it's complete nonsense. Complete nonsense. I have so much to do myself, and I've been living that like I have no interest to judge anyone because I've been there. I'm not Jesus Christ, a saint, or whatever you want to call it in their Babylon stuff. I'm just a normal guy that started to ask questions about this world. What the heck is going on here? That's all. And then I found some answers. Then I started to find some answers, and that's it. Because I had questions. If you have no question, do you think answers will come up from your heart or no? But if you ask yourself quality question, you look at in the mirror. Come on, the answers will come. Come on. The key is to be truthful with your own self. Quit fooling ourselves. That's it. Quit fooling ourselves. Stop telling above all, don't lie to yourself. That's the worst thing. That's the worst feeling you can have is knowing that you live a lie. Don't lie to yourself above all. You can lie to others if you want. Don't lie to yourself. You're going to lie to others anywhere. It's a world of lie. We all lie. That's why that getting rid of living the lie is also stopping telling lies all the time. And we do a lot. Even me, I cut myself sometimes in lies. Not, with my wife and stuff. So I have to, but I not that I lie to her extensively, but there's some stuff I keep for myself sometimes. Oneself has three aspects, and as the spirit is not trapped in space, where is it? Is it on another realm? What is the spirit realm? What's happening there? Psychology in the head. Spirit is elsewhere. And that's what I thought. And that's how I have expressed it, Godfrey, in previous video on the Motivation Academy channel. I was on the side of the river in Beauharnois, and I was talking about the higher self. And to me at that time, like 3 years ago, I think, I was talking about that, and I said, to me, the higher self is something in the heater. It's something that we have to connect to because the inspiration, the thoughts, where they come from. Where they come from, the thoughts. What is... It is generated by my brain, for sure, but Go. Vas-y, ma belle. Tu veux venir dire bonjour? Tu veux venir dire bonjour? Go, Kelowna. Come on. Vas-y. Vas-y, ma belle. Vas-y. Go on your couch. You're fine. Yeah, so that's what... Go there. Go there, ma belle. Vas-y. That's it. Now she's going to start pawing me. She wants attention. She just wants attention, the little puppy. Yeah. I was going on a good story. Yeah. You kind of distract me now. Huh? Anyway, I was... what I was talking about before I start with the dog. Psychology in the head. Many different planes of existence. Ethereal plane is spirit plane. The spirit realm, I forgot what I wanted to tell you. The dog distracted me. Being honest is the starting point. It is before... being honest with yourself. For sure, honesty and trust is very important to have with yourself. Probably going to tell me what the thoughts are omnipresent. Yeah, nous syntonisons les idées. Yeah, on est tellement, we're so powerful just with our mind. Just also raising our antennas to catch
the frequency in the ether, in the cosmos. I think there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot. It's not something. It's invisible. You know, I think there's a lot more sometimes that the eyes cannot see that the eyes see. You know, the eye will see certain stuff, but there's a lot more that I think is invisible, and it's this invisible stuff that we have to bring to the visible, and that's being an alchemist. You know, I'm gonna talk about this. I've done some research on it. I read some books, and yeah, that's what came for me. Is that's it. We have to bring. That's really what I was thinking about, because that's what we do. Now we do bring the invisible to the visible, but with the nonsense. Like in a program state, you'll bring all the invisible fear to the visible, like you will experiment them. Like, you know what I mean? So it's very important, I think, to bring that invisible, the stuff that you don't see. You can imagine it, you know, but you bring it to life. Imagination is important. The thoughts are omnipresent. Yeah. Much more we don't see. We feel or know into. Yeah, exact. My eyes will see certain stuff. Certain will scan the environment, but my intuition and my the stuff that is like my, because we all have, you know, I can close my eyes and still see stuff. I can imagine, I can see with my eyes closed. Maybe because I've seen prior also, and not talking if you're blind from birth, that's another thing. But if you have your eyes to see and you close, you can see. You can see without seeing. You can hear without hearing. You know, you can hear your own internal voice. I can hear myself. So you don't need ears to hear. You don't need eyes to see. You don't need a mouth to speak, because I can speak within myself. So there's a lot happening within. A lot happening within me. I realize these stuff, and yeah. But like you said, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about before. One self has three aspects, and as the spirit is not trapped in space, where is it? Oh, the higher self that I was talking to you. Yeah, I did a video on the side of the river there, and I was saying the higher self is something in the ether, something that you have to connect to. And I still very much think about the same thing today. I think because where the thoughts come from and all this, I'm not saying I'm hearing voices and that, but I hear a whisper from the heart. It's a whisper from the heart. It's an intuition. The intuition for me is like a whisper, is like a little voice that pushing you to be more true than lie, than living a lie. Like this is what it does, and that higher self will bring you to your ultimate truth within you, because that's you. That's you. You're not here to live in mediocrity and have a mediocre mind. We're all, that's what it's going to do. Also, the elevation of our thoughts. You're going to move out mediocrity in your head. The mediocrity of the mind. I feel like I can send my spirit somewhere. It gathers and forms. Yeah, that's it. I bring my spirit back to myself, then send it back, gather more, back. Yeah, back and forth, man. Back and forth. That's what I think also. But also that spirit will expand once you connect with other people. This is a must to connect together, because I start to feel that expansion happening really within me when I started connecting with others on the Truman Show and stuff. That and here also with you, not just the Truman Show, but here also a very big part is here. I'm here every day. To me, I told you this is my baby here. Motivation Academy. Yeah, so that's it. But we can all stop from one second to another, and stop energy and tell ourselves we're gonna walk forward towards the truth, towards our ultimate truth of Babylon. Anyway, what will I know here in this world? What am I gonna know? Like, there's only, first of all, a certain amount of time I have to live here. Where do I put my focus? You know, where do I put my focus? I have time. You can think that life is long and this and that, but boom, I'm 45 today and it went like this. Okay, and I'm sure some listening, they say, oh, I'm 60, it went like this. life goes fast. Life goes fast, so that's why our focus has to be, today I realize that my focus has to be put at the right place, not in nonsense and distract. No. And from that focus, the elevation will come. If I can focus, if I can starve the distraction and focus, then I just take action. And then my destiny, I'm sure, will come and meet me along the way and stuff, which it already done for me. And I'm talking out of my example, what I do, and the stuff I do with my life. That's it. But that's it. It's just, I think, essential to feel that stuff at one point. I often feel my mother's energy, her loving arms around me. Everyone emanates. Yeah, oh yeah, the energy field. Yeah, here is the thing, distinctive to me. I feel it when she hugs me now. Yeah, that's it. Long time ago, some beings, bacteria or planktons, put oxygen on Earth. We do the same. We process a kind of energy. We digest it pure. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. That's what's happening. That's what's happening with our growing energy, because the energy is expanding here on Earth. Come on. It is happening. There is a change happening in vibration. And some people might say, because they're stuck also in that fantasy illusion, Matrix, Babylon stuff. So they don't see that the tree is still producing fruit, and we can be that tree producing that fruit of positivity, that fruit of knowledge, that fruit of wisdom. But we can all be trees. Then also, what tree does? What does tree does? They connect from the root, eh? But that's what we gotta do. We gotta connect from the root. Like there's two trees in front here. I gotta take my breath. Talk too much. There's two trees in front there, and I'm sure underneath the ground they connect. The root connects together. They're not separated, and they mix together. So we should connect really from that root. We're all trees of life. Yeah, you have that substance within you. You're not. If you're living dead, it's just because you gotta have some substance within yourself. You have no substance. You have no vibe. Start vibing a bit. Put a freaking smile on your face or whatever you can do to start vibing. And then after, open your heart to the world and connect and experience life. Experiencing life for me, it's not just going out and play with toys and have all kinds of adventure in the wilderness and stuff. And to me, experiencing life is living that truth. That's really experiencing life. For me, it's travel within. I can travel outside. Yeah, I can go many, many places on Earth. But if I don't, I think that travel inside is a lot more gratifying for me. And it's a long-lasting happiness. It's not a short-term happiness. Oh, I'm doing a trip. I have money, this and that. All this is short-term happiness. So I want to create long-lasting happiness. I felt the memory in our internet, in our intellect is connected. Yeah, you send your spirit somewhere at some moment without restriction. Yeah. But that's it. But we restrain the flow a lot. That's what happened. We restrain the flow of love, the flow of positivity, and that's why sometimes the negativity takes over. But I think if we stay very with positive thinking, and I'm not saying to you that I get positive thinking all day long. Sometimes I get a bit of lower vibe, but I bring myself right away back to a more normal, a natural vibe to me. It's just because we're a bit unnatural too. Things have gone unnatural a lot. I got up, went to the other room. Her lamp was alight, not plugged in. That's great. The day after my mother passed, I bought her bedside lamp to my home, placed it on my desk in the living room, didn't plug it in, went to bed, woke at 3 a.m. A light was, yeah. Oh, I think that stuff can, that's why I'm telling you, there's maybe, but these stuff are hard to grasp the idea or put words on it because it's invisible. It's phenomena that happen, but it's invisible. Like, I can feel the push of my mother-in-law also behind me after she passed away. And I saw all kinds of signs. The boat where I was going to make videos there, my two chilling spot, there's one here in the park. river and the boat. But the boat is called the Catherine Spirit, and her middle name was Catherine. But I've never really seen it before. I must have done like 100, 200, 300 videos at that spot, but never noticed the Catherine Spirit boat. But it was all the time there. You know, the signs were there, and there's many other signs than that, numbers that come. And this tells me, you know, that's the invisible vibe. But but it's hard to explain these stuff because you have to feel it. It's something you have to experience and feel, and because you know, it's first party. It's a first party thing. It's not something I can really explain. And I think once you have that experience with the extraordinary vibe like this, it's you start looking, you start seeing more signs. You know, you're gonna start being more in tune and see more signs, and those are gonna also give you a boost. Give me a boost. Yeah, I'm sure. I feel that stuff, Suzanne. I'm telling you. Sometimes there's stuff happening. There's like she used to love birds, and there's always those birds that come and nest here. You know, there's I don't know. There's something. I think, I don't know. I can't tell you because I don't see it. It's invisible, and some people are so like. So I don't go out in the well and start saying I see invisible stuff. Like people will think you're fucking crazy. So they already think I'm fucking crazy just talking about truth. So imagine if I tell them I see invisible stuff. Come on. But I do feel it. I do feel it. I do feel it. It's not something that I really see because it's invisible, but I feel that stuff. I feel that, yeah. This is truth as well. The unseen, exactly. This is truth. Also, the unseen. The unseen is so powerful. What you're gonna see in life is good because you're gonna prevent from maybe falling in a hole in danger. You're gonna prevent accident. You're gonna know where you're going on the road. Your eyes are very important to scan your environment to prevent. Very important. Some people don't see, but if you have the vision, yeah, it's very important. But also the unseen is a lot more important. I think the unseen, because the unseen is your imagination. That's very important to activate, because once you activate that imagination, something might come out of there, and you might really, really attach yourself to it. You know, so that's what I think. It reminds me that house in Quebec, the reporter was in front of the wall. Something was banging on the wall so hard it was damaging the whole house. Authorities destroyed the building. Unmanageable. Yeah. No, there's stuff. It's hard to prove. It's hard to prove. This is why it's unseen. It's hard to prove these stuff like entities and stuff. But if you I don't know. Then again, those entities, that stuff that we don't see, it's not. If you don't see it, it's very hard to tell. Like I can tell you my car is there. You can come here and verify it's there. Physically, you're going to see it. But the unseen is something you have to experience for yourself. And once you experience that, yeah. Yeah, even our CMP has paranormal agents for unexplained events. For sure. Come on. You know, we can reason on here with, for sure, other people have to, and other people have felt this stuff also. I'm sure I'm not alone. Once you start to use the power of reasoning, a lot of questions are going to come and surface in your mind. So for sure, that's one of them, the unseen. But I think we have the power also to bring the invisible to the visible. And that's our job here. You know, the real love is like invisible now. So that's our job to bring it back. We have a duty here for sure. My duty is not to be distracted and be a part of life. And no, my duty is we have a duty to shine. But to find that light within yourself, which we were talking yesterday with PT, you know, finding that that coherence. Very important to have that coherence. that's something I'm gonna also. I think the next one will PT will be the coherence with the elements. You know, we have it's important to have coherence with sound and light. Sound is your voice, the light is the light within you. You know, very important to have that coherence within you, but also with the elements, which is fire, wind, earth, water. What's the other one? Fire, earth, water, the wind, and which one? I'm mixed up now. I say too much stuff. But anyway, with the elements, that's it. So our relation, our how can we sync with that? That's gonna be our next thing, I think. I would be good for this job. Remaining calm and weird. Yeah, that's it. If you remain calm in weird situation, it's good. And the physical plane is all quantum physics, not really real. Yeah, that's it. I think what is real is what we. What is real? I can tell you that the blade of grass in front is not real. It is real. It is very, very real. Hold on, I think the dog wants to go out. Whoa! Whoa! You're gonna break a freaking leg. It's not even that you're gonna break a freaking leg. Relax. You're too hyper. You're too hyper, Kelowna. Yeah, to see the big picture, earth, air, fire, water, and sound. Okay, yeah, that's it. Anyway, we're gonna talk about that stuff. Yes, Suzanne, to see the big picture, be more than a viewpoint. If my reality is only my viewpoint, I can. Yeah, that's true. Also, reality is the same. I think for everyone, reality is the truth. Is if you talk about it's the objective observation of what is. A tree is a tree, a blade of grass, a blade of grass, and the sun is the sun. I cannot explain you in detail everything about the sun and stuff, but I know that it's certainly moving. What kind of motion it does, and now you go into stuff that I've never really experienced it, so it's hard to for me to even. But I can see some stuff. There's some stuff I can see exactly, but you know that's what happened to us is even the visible we're blind to it. Even the visible, we're blind to the visible. So imagine the invisible, are we don't see it for sure. We don't see that stuff. And most of the hold on. You're not made to heat plastic. Piece of plastic. Yeah, we're blind to the visible. So for sure, the invisible that we were talking about for some people is just ludicrous to even think about it. It's nonsense. But once you can see the visible, I think once you see the visible, the invisible will be a lot more easy to see also. After questioning comes the knowing. That's it. But the knowing or knowledge, I prefer wisdom over knowledge because what do I know? What do we know if we learn every day? What do I know if I learn every day here? So I think wisdom, le savoir, le savoir est plus important que le not wisdom is better than knowledge. Because knowledge, sometimes you can be under the illusion of knowing also. And if you learn constantly here, what do you really know? So I prefer go with wisdom And that's why I tell you here, I want to become a man of wisdom, not a man of knowing. You can know about yourself, but even that, you learn every day about yourself and you're going to transform. So knowing yourself, I think you can have a great perspective on yourself, but you will transform. So, yeah, I think I don't know, it's the way I see it. But, yeah. If I stop my view at the 3D space, I will never understand spirit. So where is myself is more than 3D. But that's what a lot of people say, that our life, the earth doesn't end at the surface of the earth. The earth is big, it's huge, it's the stars, everything, the whole cosmos. Not talking fake space, I'm talking here, within the realm. So for sure, it's big. It doesn't end at the surface of the earth. So probably our there's okay. So probably our life also, our being doesn't end at the surface of our skin. I would be very. But knowing leads to wisdom. So I think, yeah, that's it. That's how I see it. You're gonna, but that's it. I'm just being careful with knowing because it's some kind of belief. It's like a word like belief, knowledge. It's like it's a sense of certainty about something. And what can I be certain about if I transform every day and learn every day? And so that's how I see it. But I agree with you for sure. I saw my roses turn yellow from pink this year before, and they are spectacular this year. Also see things that others don't. It can be scary, but it is cool. Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. Because then because if you start seeing the unseen, it's because inevitably you have started to see the seen, what you can see. Your eyes open. Your eyes open, or your third eye, or whatever you want to call. But your eyes start to open more. So you're going to notice more of the unseen as soon as you start seeing what's visible. But if you're blind to what's visible, you think you're going to see the invisible? I don't think so. So that's a lot of work of opening our eyes to life and stuff. And yeah. Advanced life forms seek contact in the sky. They maybe monitor us. They can scan many spectrum. Someone can unlock his spirit and send high amount of energy and be the... Oh, yeah, for sure. I think that too. Knowledge is intuitive. Yeah, more. I think it's more an intuitive thing too. What I'm saying, I agree with you. Knowledge is intuitive. Maybe I was thinking more about information than knowledge, because you can know, but even that you transform. So what do you know if you learn every day? But I agree with you. If we can call that knowledge is intuitive. More than knowledge is not information. This is what I mean. Knowledge is not information, because you get all kinds of lies and nonsense in this world, and the basic of this world is a lie. So what do you gonna know from this world? But I agree with you. It's yeah. It's more intuitive. It's not something that you go get in the world knowledge. Like you can have the knowledge. What are you gonna really know? What do you really know? A man knows something, or a woman knows something when they know nothing at all. So that's why I say be careful with knowledge. Yeah. I don't know. It's just my view. Just my view. It's just my opinion. I don't know much yet. I understand something is going on. That's it. I don't know much, but I understand something's going on. You can tell me that there's not something going on out there. Don't put that in my mind. It's not going to work. I know there's something going on. I understand the whole thing pretty well today. But what can I do also about it? Like, people have to realize it too. But I don't know much for sure. I don't pretend. I don't come here telling you I know all kinds of stuff about life. I have an experience that I share, and that's it. And I practice my speaking skill. That's what I want to do. We are learning 5 times faster in discussion group than by... Oh yeah, like this. What we're doing now, we're doing a great job, because also if you come in the chat and reason with me, And for sure, I love when you come out in the chat. It's a great energy, that chat thing. I always liked it. We connect well with this. Words can cause so much confusion. Depends on each one's interpretation. Exactly. We start to learn the alphabet of the spirit. You're great, Godfrey. Godfrey, you have a great, great spirit. You, all of you here. I think this is where we connect a lot. Our spirit is really a matching. It's a vibe that match, and yeah, that's why probably also we connect. We keep connecting together. I have that desire to connect also. I don't have a desire to shrink. I have a desire to connect. So I'm out, and I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow. What day are we today? Thursday. So tomorrow, we're going to be live also on the Truman Show. I published it today with Jennifer Forbes, DVG, Lily, and Rob Pinchot. Sunday at 12 o'clock noon. Sunday at noon, Montreal time. On the Truman Show, it's going to be a reflection on myths, ancient myths and legend and stuff. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. Astrology, tarot, all kinds of stuff. I have a lot of questions about it and stuff. And they are, Jennifer is very good in tarot, and Lily is very, very good in astrology and ancient stuff. And she has done a bit of study, and she put a presentation together. So I think it's going to be very interesting. You should, if you log in, you should like it. Like, it's always a reasoning and another opportunity to expand and to grow. So I take it. Every time there's an opportunity to grow, I'm there. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. When you upload the design, I'll get a polo. Yeah, for sure. No, we will take care of that. I'm in the process. We'll reach Carl Jong. I heard that name before. Share the love. Peace out, people. I'm out. Rise and shine. Live your big story. Don't forget, live your dreams. Do something each and every day to make this world a better place. You'll feel better with yourself. I guarantee you. I guarantee you'll feel better being part of this world than being apart. So be wise. And I see you on the flip side, as always. Love you all. Boom!